Hello, this is pre-calc lesson 95, advanced complex roots, okay? First things first, we always remember when we are finding the complex roots of anything, we have to write it in polar form, okay? Now, I'll show you how it's advanced. It looks a little different. So our first example is find 4 fourth roots of 6 plus 4i, expressed in polar form. So we first have to convert this to polar form. So 6 plus 4i, I know that the 6 puts me here, the 4i puts me here. So I have 6 and I have 4i. This is my theta, this is my r. Now I find r. R squared is going to be 4 squared plus 6 squared. So r is going to be 7.21. Okay, and I know that the tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent, so theta is the inverse tangent of 4 over 6, which gives me about 33.69. So I have 7.21 cis 33.69. This is why it's advanced, because now we're going to have more to do and some decimal approximations. Now we're finding the fourth roots. So I raise this to the fourth. Okay, so I will then have 7.21 to the fourth, cis 33.69 divided by 4. And it gives me my first fourth root, which is 1.64 cis 8.42. Then I do 360 divided by 4, which gives me 90. So for my second root, my r stays the same, and I add 90, giving me 98.42. In my third root, I add 90 again, giving me 188.42. And my fourth root, I add 90 again, giving me 278.42. Those are my 4 fourth roots, and they are written in polar form. Let's do another example. Find 5 fifth roots of negative 17, negative 14i. So I first draw my graph. Negative 17 puts me over here, negative 14 here. This is my r. So I know that r squared is 14 squared plus 17 squared. So r is going to be 22.02. And I know that theta is the inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, which gives me 39.47. But I have to add 180 to that because I'm in the third quadrant. So I get 219.47. So in polar form, I have 22.02 cis 219.47. And I'm finding the fifth roots, so I raise it to the fifth power. So I get 22.02 to the fifth cis of 219.47 divided by 5. So my first root, I have 1.86 cis 43.89. Okay, now I have 4 more roots. So I am going to do 360 divided by 5, which is going to give me how much each of my angles is going to differ by. Now, if you look in your book tells you a silly way to do it. Well, I guess it's not silly, but what you can do is just add 360 over 5 instead of doing 360 divided by 5. I think this is easier to just get a value, 72. Doesn't matter. So then you add 72, so we get 1.86 cis 115.89. Add 72 again. 1.86 cis 187.89. Add it again. 1.86 cis 259.89. Add it again. 1.86 cis 331.89. There you have it. Those are our 5 fifth roots. And that is also all for today.